All right, welcome back. This is another Stormgate cast. I'm algorithm0r, and this is a rematch from the last game. In the last game, we saw me play against GreenZerg, and I lost to his helicarriers. And in this match, I am back, and I am displaying a very professional creeping strategy that was, well, okay, I'm lying. I learned this from Flibuster, who's another caster, and I thought it was kind of cool, and it works really well on this map because the healing camp is right here. You can kind of take out these with your imps. Kind of, you might think, okay, I've pulled these guys off, but it actually supplements your income because you earn the income from the camp, even though they're not mining. And then when you're done, you can fast expo, and that's sort of what I do here. Put down my expo, put down my farm, put down my vault. And is this a good opening? Probably not. Is it fun? Does it make you feel like you've found something clever? Yes, it does. And that's why I did it. And again, I copied this from another streamer who's a little bit higher MMR than I, so maybe he knows something that I don't. Anyways, I did this. What's going on back home for GreenZerg? GreenZerg last time, like I said, got out those helicarriers, which was enough to do me. And in fact, with some early dog map control, he was able to keep me contained long enough to pull those helicarriers out and defeat me. So let's see if GreenZerg is going to be able to do that again this game. Now, he's gone ahead and fast expanded too. So this is, I think he did the exact same thing I did. I wasn't really watching on the map, but with the positioning of the CC, the only way I think he could have cleared this camp is if he brought his bobs, overcharged bobs down, and did the same thing. And that's something you could do as a human player back in Warcraft 3. You could ring your town bell, which turned them into militia, and then you could clear the first creep camp with your workers. And so I guess it's entering into the builds for the Infernal and the Vanguard here in Stormgate. And now we have our buzzsaw cannon. That's one of our sword boys inside the sentry post. And we've got another one back here. So it looks like he's just going defensive in case of some early aggression. Not going dogs as an opening. A habitat, okay. And alright, so a different opening from GreenZerg, although he's got his dog out, maybe to scout. Back home, I've got my vault happening. I did another vault conclave, it looks like, in the back. And I've been creeping. I creeped my energy camp. We have the dog out here trying to get some insight on what I'm doing. And I think he's going to come up the ramp, see my fell hogs, and go, oh, he's going farms. He built farms. Now he sees all my production, sees that I haven't upgraded yet to a greater shrine. Now I take this tower. Here the dog comes running back. What's going to happen? He's going to run right into my army. Get him. Oh, he got away. He got away. The dog lives for another day. What do we got else going on back home here? Oh, we got a biokinetics lab. And what do we have going? We've got our quick draw hustle. So the quick draw helped in the last game, certainly for some map control. And maybe he decided not to do the dogs, because in the last game, while they got a map control, he sacrificed them all against my Wraith Stone. So they didn't get him a lot of damage. Maybe he thought they were not as cost effective. Here I am trying to creep my Luminite camp, get a little extra income. I find this always a bit challenging because that big guy is a heavy hitter and kind of kills fiends, and I usually take losses. I'm not great at the micro on these camps, and I think honestly it's wasted micro. You're gonna lose something there, at least if you don't have a big army with you. And again, most of my army are brutes and fiends, means that they're all in the front line taking the hits. So, ooh, we've got a third base out of GreenZerg, and this is my 2.5 base. I often will put an extra shrine next to the Therium because the Therium is hard to mine, especially on this map. And for Infernal, we don't have a dedicated Therium mining or Therium production building, but I don't think that that's particularly an issue. I think our shrines work just as well. It gives you extra in production, which is important in Infernal, and they only cost 350, so they're not that much more expensive than the Therium production buildings. So I think it kind of works out well. And after I accepted that in my heart, I became very content to just build these backup shrines. Okay, I've got some Hellborns here. We have Exos and Dogs, and we got Sword Boys. Well, we got 3 bases, 3 fast bases from GreenZerg, and I'm still on 2 base here, 2.5 base, as I said. We're at the 6-minute mark. This is interesting. These camps, because both of us cleared them almost immediately, they both regenerated earlier than they normally do. Often it's around the 7-minute mark where they're going to regenerate because they have a respawn of 5 minutes. And so it looks like I walked over here prematurely, expecting this one to respawn. And so every 5 minutes, if there's not major engagements going on, then usually you're going to find folks heading back out to their creep camps to get that income again. And again, that second time around, you boost your benefits and you boost the income that you get from killing those creeps. So we have a small bio ball moving out. Maybe trying to just see if they can get some map control. And meanwhile, I'm over here trying to get this big old bruiser. He hits even harder than the other guys. So, yeah, my brutes are going down there. But, yes, he's trying to, I think I see what he's trying to do, not get into the ring there. But that vision ring is very wide. So he was standing in it, and I saw him, so I started running home. Again, I got a mag. I think that was an accidental mag. I don't usually build mags in this matchup, at least till late game and when I have a speed upgrade for them. Okay, so this is a small bio ball pushing out, kills that farm. Good for some harass. Looks like trying to get a kill on the shrine. Ooh, the mag is doing some stompies, and so he did get some stomps in there, but he wasn't upgraded, of course. And trying to cut off these units, coming around the brutes and the fiends, the exos. We got a miss rally over here, fighting against the old tank. We got fiends fighting these guys. Okay, chasing them home. Those poor thick old brutes can't make it through those woods. They're like, we'll beat you on the other side. We got you. Okay. The bio ball getting back together. My ball's made its way down. The Gaunt's blocking the way of the old Magmadon. He finally decides he's going to enter into the battle. Wow, those sword boys tanking pretty well. And the old pencil shooter, but the Exos push forward to take it out. More sword boys make it into the fray, and they're on top those gaunts. You do not want them on top of your gaunts. Backing the gaunts away. Oops. Oh, no. Miss micro of the observer just as much. Miss right micro of the units. We've got these units trying to turn and fight, trying to do something for their reinforcements to show up. And now it's time for the GreenZerg and the Vanguards to be on the run. Of course, they don't mind being on the run with that quick draw hustle. Although Fiends are a little faster than them, and those pot shots that keep coming from the Hellborn are hard to dodge. And now back and forth, we've got the Infernal retreating, trying to regroup. Okay, maybe trying to pick a different angle for attack. Just shooting with the vision from the tower. Gonna just shoot right here. Although the Exos are gonna come in and snipe a Hellborn. Oh, snipe 2 Hellborn. That's bad. Probably wasn't watching what was going on there. Lost 2 of those high Therium units. That's 450 Therium right there, and 500 Luminite. Okay, with those high impact units lost, this army's be getting a lot weaker. Now we have a Hornet on the field. Strong against the ground. Particularly, they can use them to pick off these Hellborn. Gaunt's turn to fight. But, wow. Now we've got units fleeing the other way, the Infernal all the way back. One thing about this particular map, Boneyard, is that it's got this kind of short rush distance, this lane, and you do get a lot of these sort of back and forth chasing people up and down the map. Is GreenZerg going to push all the way up my ramp? This is kind of a rough... We've got a tower on the high ground. We've got a Hellborn. Okay. Some sword boys to tank the shots. The Gaunts retreating. Hellborn retreating. And now the Bio Ball is right up into the mass. The Gaunts on top of the Exos. The Fiends now on top of them all. They're trying to run away, but there's too many Fiends. Sword boy cleans up some of the Fiends. Those Exos just trying to get behind their swords. Gaunts on top of them. Brutes trying to do some tanking. Hellborn in the back doing the extra work. And now we're chasing them down. They're in retreat, speedy retreat. Trying to get that Exo. Now, any other casualties we can get? The sword boys. The sword boys hit hard. Wow. Back and forth. So now we have the swords in retreat. We got more Exos waiting for them back home. And we've got a small ball here. It looks like I've managed to put up my third. I've managed to get this Therium shrine up again. Some extra production, and it looks like we're up to tier 3. Do we have those? Oh, we do have the Molten Touch on the Hellborn. Now you see the fire on the units that are hit by their attacks. That's damage over time in addition to the area of effect damage that the attack already does. And that is makes that a unit even stronger. In fact, I believe it does extra damage as well, in addition to the damage over time. So it is a great upgrade to get, and it really turns those Hellborn into, well, the powerhouse unit that they are, that can win you some games. It's sort of an interesting creeping. Hellborns from the low ground, and Brutes and Gaunts on the high ground. We've got a dropship now, in addition to this Bio Ball. And remember, GreenZerg's been mining here for a while, so it's had the mining advantage and the economy advantage there. It's left that creep camp. Might want to pick that up, and he's got that turret there that could honestly just sit and target one, and then I don't know, they might attack your bobs or something, so you probably don't want that. You might want to have some guys there, but it looks like a camp that GreenZerg should be able to take pretty easily. Looks like I'm moving to try and get the Bruiser again. What do we have here? A drop coming in. Alright. Let's watch this drop, see what happens. Okay, oh. So he spots that I'm on the Bruiser. And yeah, moves away. Okay. Again, trying to take the tower, but moves his army too close. So I see the tower. Or I see what he had before he took the tower. Um, I'm just trying to rush back so I can defend this. What do we have here? Sword boys trying to just run into the imps. I think that's a pretty good attack, a pretty good strat. My imps just try and get out of there. I have some brutes to come back. Oh, ooh, and we have helicarriers on the map. That's sort of the unit that you really don't want to get let the Vanguard get. And I've got some gaunts here. Okay. Sort of a few scattered units about. What's this, the drop trying to come in here? Oh, and I spotted it. I got my towers down. Oh, killed the dropship. And we also have a battle right here. That helicarrier is doing work, but the gaunts are on top of it. And the helicarrier goes down. Poor derpy Magmadon standing in the back. Saying, I wish I was in this fight. Yes, I can! I can do it! Out of my way, everybody! I'm the one who's supposed to be here. The Magmadon. Yes. Chomp, my friend. Chomp down. Eat one of those fiends and get some white health. That's your destiny. The one Magmadon that I accidentally built, who lives on. How did those guys do? Oh, they're still out here causing havoc. But the imps have joined in. Now we have another helicarrier. Is there enough to deal with it? All I have are Hellborns that shoot up, and a Magmadon, he can't jump. Magmadon should be able to jump. Put it in the patch, Frost Giant. Put it in the patch. Okay. Wise tactics. Well, not the letting everybody stand in the back like derps. I mean, I was strategically leaving them there to guard the Hellborns. So when this attack came around from the back, the Hellborns were safe. But the Helicarrier is coming in and he's like, I'm gonna get you. And these Shadow Flyers right on top. How are you doing, old buddy? He's only got 120 hit points left. And he goes down. And that fourth base from GreenZerg goes down. The Helicarriers, 2 Helicarriers lost. And looks like GreenZerg GG's out. Thanks a lot for watching this game. And stay tuned for some more Stormgate content.